So greetings from Pennsylvania once again, and it's time to hike another section of the, I almost said the Horseshoe Trail, another section of the Mason-Dixon Trail. So we're still here in York County. I know last episode we did that section along Gut Road, and we visited a tunnel along the way. But let me show you a map what we got planned for today. So just down the way is where we finished in the last episode, the bridge that goes over the Cadorus Creek here. Speaking of which, here's the Cadorus Iron Furnace. I've filmed that several times before in the past. But here is our map. Of course, in the last section we hiked this section all along here. But now I'm parked here at the furnace, and we're going to head up the road here a little bit. And this is now Susquehanna Riverland State Park. It's not really updated on the map here. I think this map is from 2020. So going through what is now the Susquehanna Riverland State Park out to here somewhere. Got to find parking. There's an overlook out here called Schull's Rock. We will be taking a detour out to that. I don't think they have rerouted this section. I know over here in the Hellam Hills they have recently, but we'll see. They could do some rerouting in here. We'll talk about that later, but that's the plan. All right, we'll leave Naomi here. Head on down the road here a bit. Yeah, pretty cool piece of history right here. Like I said, we have filmed here before at the Cadorus Iron Furnace. Yeah, erected in 1765 by James Smith, a signer of the Declaration of Independence during the Revolutionary War. Yeah. Yeah, so just down here at the bridge is where we left off in the last episode. The trail came across there, now we gotta head that way. Yep, we came down from there. There's a blue blaze on the rail there, so down we go. No outlet. This is River Farm Road. Yeah, I see a blue blaze up there too. So we'll pretty much be on River Farm Road the whole time, although it's not always really a road. Here it kind of is. But up further it kind of turns into like more of just a trail, and then it's like a dirt road through the park too. So anyway, like I said, now that it's a state park, they could reroute it. It should go right to Schull's Rock Overlook. There's a couple of other overlooks along the river too that it should go to, but maybe they'll do that in the future, I don't know. And as I mentioned in the previous video, on this trail, this is the realm of the Toad Man, who supposedly lives down, the Cadorus Creek is right down there. You might be able to hear it, we can't see it from this spot. But yeah, the Toad Man, supposedly half human, half toad-like creature that just like comes up out of the water, freaks people out. I don't think we'll see him today though. Anyway. Yeah, I can kind of see the river down there, or the Cadorus Creek. When we get to Schull's Overlook, we'll get to see the Susquehanna River. I didn't really mention what day it is. I know some of you like to know, but it is Thursday. This is Thursday morning, July 25th. It's actually a pretty decent day. It's only going to be like 82 degrees today, Fahrenheit, which is unbelievable. Actually, I keep saying it in my videos, but it's been a hot summer. So many days up in the 90s. Mid and upper 90s. We don't get a ton of that weather usually in Pennsylvania, but this summer has just been hot. There's a nice breeze blowing, so kind of nice. Today and tomorrow are going to be pretty nice, so. Well, that's a pretty cool look right there. Like a little mini waterfall. Yeah, up there beyond that house is where we were in the last video. Along the road, we came down that way. I think we looked down here from the road up there. Guess we're officially in the park now. So they have this sign up, but there's like a interesting chimney stack up there. I think some of this is still private property though. I've seen a whole bunch of keep out signs up here. It's kind of weird. This sign right here says keep out, but it says it on the other side. So like, I don't know. Oh, authorized personnel only, but I feel like it should be facing the other way. Anyway, I think it's meant to be. Oh, here's another chimney stack up here. Huh. Wonder if there used to be houses here until recently. They don't want you up there. We got, so this is Rose of Sharon right here. These beautiful pink flowers. A lot of times they're white. Remember these growing up on the farm? We had white ones. Cool. Yeah. Not sure what the deal is. Alright. But even though it's only going to be in the low 80s today, it's a very muggy day. Soupy, I call it. So that's what it was. This is late July, that's the way it is. It'll be that way through mid-August at least, yeah. At some point, usually in August, you wake up and the mornings are kind of crisp. It still gets hot, but the mornings have that crisp coolness to them. That first taste of autumn, I guess you could call it, fall weather. But not just yet. That time is coming. Yeah, so even though this is maybe technically a road walk, it's kind of nice through here. There's no one driving back here or anything either. But just as soon as I said that, someone drives through. So I don't know if there is. I'm not sure if there's technically parking down here or not. Maybe there is. I think I drove down here once, but anyway. If I do see a double blaze on a tree up here, I think our road turns and goes up that way and becomes less of a road as well. So this is still technically River Farm Road, but here you can see what I was talking about earlier. It's not really a road anymore. Needs a little bit of trail maintenance. Alright, so I have never been on this section here. This is being new to me. There's our blue blaze. I have explored in the area a couple times, more up that way, towards the river. Like I said, there's some cool overlooks up there that don't really have any trail leading to them. Eventually this road that we're on right now will turn more back into a road, dirt road eventually. It is the main way through Susquehanna Riverlands Park. Yeah, I think just up in there are those overlooks I'm talking about. Anyway, up that, the Shocks Mill Bridge, the railroad bridge that goes over the Susquehanna. You have some really good views of it from one overlook up there. Just feels like the humidity skyrocketed as soon as I got into a more forested area here. And we come to another gate, double blazes. I think the road itself, River Farm Road, turns up here, becomes more of a road again. Whereas what we were on is not really I mean, it used to be a road through the area, but not so much anymore. Yes, we need to go off to the right, but oh, private residence, no trespassing. So I think I did drive down here already. I think I turned around here and went back, but yeah. So now we're on this. And the main parking for the state park is up this way too, and the trail to Schull's Rock overlook. And I guess technically you could park down there by the Cadorus Creek where that truck was earlier. Doesn't say you can't. So another option for you. Yeah, so right here is one of the main parking spots. I think this is the Schull's Rock Trail up here. I think that's what the sign says. Let's just quick take a look. Yeah, Overlook Trail, they call it. Yeah, Mason-Dixon keeps going up that way, but it really should come out to the overlook. I think there's still a private residence out there, but on the other side of that is a hillside with some overlooks. The trail, instead of coming up this road, this is just my opinion. Like I said, it really ought to follow along the river to those overlooks out to Schull's Rock, and then continue on this way and hook up with the Pelham Hills Nature Preserve then that way, instead of just following a dirt road. Much more scenic out this way, more to see. But maybe they are working on something different. But let's go out to Schull's Rock, or Schull's Overlook it's called. We've been here before, but it's not that long of a distance to get there. But look at that beautiful farm out there. Yes, I could totally live there. Yeah, just looking out that way, I think out there is the Brunner Island power plant. Let's zoom in on it a little bit. You can see it out there in the distance. But when we were hiking, when we started that section on Gut Road in the last episode, we were all the way out there. So, just gives you a little perspective of how far we've come since the last episode. This is a yellow blaze trail, and it's clearly marked and clearly obvious. It's about the only real trail here in the park at the moment. But there are no cars in the parking lot, so we should have the overlook to ourselves. Check it out, there is a zebra swallowtail butterfly right there. Not too common in Pennsylvania. You only see them down here in like southern Lancaster County. But yeah. He's kind of sitting at an awkward angle to us, but there he is. Alright, he'll probably fly off here in a moment. Oh, there he goes. Always like seeing them. They, the larvae, their caterpillars, feed on the pawpaw trees. If you know anything about pawpaws, they're one of my favorite trees. Oh, there goes a little baby rabbit went up through there. Not sure I caught that on film. Whew, starting to sweat though. It's like I said, it's not terribly hot, it's just humid. Glad it's not like super sunny. Yeah, so just on the other side of that tree line is our overlook. What does this say? Please stay on marked trail. They don't want you cutting through the field. I think the trail actually goes up and it comes back up along the edge of the field, but they don't want you making like a shortcut through here. Oh yeah, because I see another wooden post up there, so the trail is right there. But you gotta make the little here, our trail ducks into the tree line. Schull's Rock is just up ahead. It is a pretty cool overlook. You can see a lot of people come through here. The trail is, when trails get wide like this, it just shows you a number of people come back here all the time. So it's cooler in here too, with all this shade. I think last time I was here with some friends, and we hid one of my mugs down here for someone to find. Yeah, the overlook at Schull's Rock. Man, there's a nice breeze out here too. Hello, Schull's Rock. Oh yeah. Yeah, out there, that's the Shocks Mill Bridge. Some of those other overlooks I was talking about are along this ridge here. So I feel like the Mason-Dixon trail should come along this ridge and out here to Schull's Rock, and then continue on that way. Anyway, just my opinion. All right, we're gonna take a little bit of a break here. Yeah, beautiful views out here, folks. Just don't want to get too close and go down that way. Yeah, beautiful, amazing Pennsylvania, folks. Yeah, but just a great spot to sit, take a break for a while. I'm cooling off too. There's a nice breeze up here. I was getting all kind of sweaty and nasty, but now I feel a whole lot better. So even if the Mason-Dixon trail never does get rerouted down this way, if you're hiking on the trail, it's not, I mean, it's definitely less than a mile, maybe only half a mile hike, all on that Yellow Blaze trail to come out to this overlook. It's definitely worth it. Definitely worth the detour. All right, but farewell to Schull's Rock. Always good to visit an old friend. Time to head back to our journey on the Mason-Dixon trail. We got a little slug buddy here, slowly making his way along. There he goes. Slowly making his way along. All right, so back on the Mason-Dixon trail, and we'll continue up this way on the dirt road. Yeah, I got to keep an eye out for a parking situation up here. We're going to park for the next video, or the next one in this series. Spotted some wine berries, but they looks like they're all missing. They've been eaten. Those are not the berries. That's where the berries were. Oh yeah. I guess wineberry season is over. These are all wine berries. Oh. That's a shame. Always like finding those along the trail. All good things come to an end. Yeah, there's some more in there, but they're all gone. All right. Well, there's some parking down there. I'm not sure how close we are to the road though, but that might be consideration for where we start the next section. Man, the little flying gnats are getting really bad all of a sudden. Yeah, so right up here is the road. That parking area wasn't terribly far down that way, but a little bit more than what I'd like. But I think we're gonna let's see what we're gonna do here. Pretty sure the trail, I still see no blaze marks though. Pretty sure it goes this way along the road a little bit. Did I miss something? No, I didn't miss. Well, I think I am missing something maybe, but there's a blue blaze right there, so this still is a trail. This still is a trail right here. I was contemplating maybe it did go off that way somewhere. Because sometimes when you're walking along a road like this, you're not always paying attention to the blaze marks as much as you should, but yeah, there should be a double blaze somewhere around here telling you to go this way. There isn't anything. All right, but I am going to go down this way, complete this section, look for parking up here. I was just getting ready to comment on how poorly marked this section is, but there is a blaze mark on this telephone pole right here, but it's got knocked down, so. There's one blaze mark. And there's another blue blaze on that, another broken telephone pole. Yeah, there were hardly any cars coming through, but as soon as I want to film, they just come pouring through. Yeah, but I feel like this road walk here, I'm getting back to the whole rerouting the trail thing here, but this whole road walk to me could be avoided. This is still state park land on the side here, so like, why not? I don't know. Well, you could have the trail going along the river there instead of like out here, but not a complaint, just an observation. Anyway, but yeah, doesn't quite make sense to me. Yeah, because like I did see some signs. This is still, you know, public land, parkland. So, you know, why are we walking on a road? There's our blue blaze. So somewhere up here, this trail is going to go off to the left. I'm not sure, it might be right up here. Because here's the junction with, we're on, oh, there's a vulture. Flew right across there. I think he landed in a tree up here. Where are you, buddy? I know I can't see him. I'll look for him in a moment. But yeah, we're on, was it Furnace Road? That's Tower Road, and that's River Road. Yeah, here's a state, see, it says, you know, state park boundary. Oh, there he goes. All right, yeah, so why, anyway, I'll let it go, but, you know, why is there not a trail in the woods? Why are we walking on the road here? You can do better there. Yeah, so the trail does turn here. There's no double blazes like there should be, but there's a blaze on this pole right here. Yeah, I think where these cars are parked is where the trail heads off into the woods, into the what's called the Hellam Hills Nature Preserve. Yeah, so we do have parking here. All right, so this is where I will park in the next episode. Yeah, you can see the blazes there on that metal pole. Yeah, you can see the trail head off that way. That's where we'll be going next. This is the Robert A. Kinsley Preserve. I think it might be part of the, keep naming it, but I think it's the whole area is sometimes called the Hellam Hills Preserve, but that's where we'll be headed next time. Yeah, so that is where I will park for the next section. Actually, it was kind of cute. The one lady was parked there. She was asking me if it was safe to park there. She was a little bit worried. I think she's probably from the city, probably from York. So she's worried about being safe. It's safe out here. We're far enough away from those city places. I told her that's where I'm parking the next section of hike. So I don't think it's not officially labeled on the map as parking, but you can definitely see people are pulling off there and stuff. So that's where I'll park the next episode. And there has been a huge reroute in that section. It's on their website. So I was there in that Pelham Hills area last summer with some friends, trying to get to what's called Buzzard's Roost, and it ended up being a disaster because they had rerouted the trails, but they hadn't updated the map online, and it was a mess. But now I think that's all taken care of. There's a view from Buzzard's Roost now. When I was there last summer, it wasn't. I think there's another view too, so not sure when we'll do that section, but sometime soon. Yeah, so I am on my way back now, but the trail would go back down into the park. There you can see the sign for it, but once again, it's not blazed well at all here. There should be an indication that the trail goes that way. I mean, yes, people have maps and apps and stuff like that, but regardless, the trail should be marked clearly. I mean, there's a blue blaze on the tree down there as soon as you turn, but anyway, if you're coming from this way, you can miss it. But anyway, yeah, I'm not going back that way. I think road walks aren't all the best, but this is a quicker way back. I think it'll be less of those flying gnats flying around my head going this way too, so I'll take that. Plus we get some different scenery. There's a cool old building down here I want to check out too. I think it was the old Iron Master's mansion for the Cadorus furnace. I've driven by it a number of times, but I never it's a bad place to slow down and look because of a curve in the road, but I want to kind of get a better look at it. Yeah, well, here's an interesting old building. Looks like there's some foundations right down there. Maybe a barn was here or something. Not sure what this was. It was a house or something, but it was now it's got barn doors on it and stuff like that. Still some firewood stacked up at the side there. Yeah, I drove by this on the way here. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, but just down here, I think is what I think is the old Iron Master's mansion for the furnace. It's just kind of at a bad spot right around this turn here. So yeah, we're almost back to the furnace too. It's been a bit of a walk, but yeah, right up there is the mansion, I guess you could call it. But there's some ruins down here, like a foundation, but with a ton of trash in it too. Looks like something kind of old. Anyway, I think there's some foundations down by the creek too. Yeah, the one YouTuber I mentioned sometimes, Topo Ranger, his name is Brett. I filmed with him before, but I think he explored down here a little bit and found some ruins. But here it is, the old, like I said, I think this is the Iron Master's mansion. It was for sale some time ago. But I think someone bought it. There's some no trespassing signs on it. I'm not sure. I gotta look at those. They kind of look like the signs that you see at the state park people use. But there it is. That looks cool. Let's see what this sign says here. It says no trespassing to people and vehicles. DCNR. Yeah, so the DCNR owns this now. Huh. Yeah, I thought those no trespassing signs looked familiar. Off the ones you see. Well, I'm not going to go in. I'm just going to take a look. Well, that's cool. Maybe it'll be preserved now. They have it all boarded up. You can see all the stonework underneath. Man, I'd love to go in there. But anyway, maybe at some point we will. Oh man, beautiful old building. But we're not going to get in today. But hey, DCNR, if you're watching, let me go in there. Let me walk around and get a tour of the place. Anyway, I don't know if anyone watch. Well, I'm kind of glad. Like I said, I saw it for sale some time ago. I'm glad. Well, I guess I'm glad the state owns it now. Sometimes that's a bad thing. Sometimes when the state acquires these properties, they just fall into ruin. But sometimes they get fixed up too. I'm just looking down. Yeah, just looking down on the other side of the road. Yeah, there are some. Yeah, look at it. There's some ruins down there. I think that's what I mentioned. Topo Ranger Brett. I think that's where he was. Cool. There's the one window way up there. It looks pretty. Look at that. Not going down there today. I'm not sure what the property status of this is. It looks like it's all overgrown right now. If I did explore there, it'd be better in the wintertime. But anyway, there's another view of this old building. This is beautiful. I want to own a place like this. Oh, look at that. Wow. I'd love to be able to go in there. I wonder if it's like part of the Susquehanna Riverland State Park. Now, this land. Anyway, I really want to go in there. All right. The Jeep is just down. There's the furnace. And there's the Jeep. All right, but that'll be it for this one then, folks. As usual, kind of tired and sweaty. But I got to change. I have a clean shirt in there. But I'm going to probably film it. I'm going down to Wrightsville to film several videos next, I think. But anyways, always, folks, thanks for coming along. Some missed opportunities on this section. Like I said, I already talked about all that. Like I said, I really think they could do better with a trail through that park. But anyway, maybe they're planning on it. But anyway, I've made that clear. All right, thanks for coming along. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one.